Peace and love, family. It's your girl Nashe. What's up? What's good? It is one of the nicest, the prettiest days that we've had since 2025 here in Atlanta. And I just feel really, really blessed to be able to sit out here and talk to y'all today. I wanted to make this video because I was recently let go from a company, the Home Depot, that I have worked for almost a decade. And although I know that corporations can do whatever they want within their corporation, and most employees are essentially numbers, right? And there is an expiration date in many cases when we get these jobs. All that being said, it still was a huge blow to me, and I wouldn't be myself if I did not speak about it, share my experience. When I was hired at the Home Depot, I just knew that I had arrived. I had arrived. This is a huge organization. Everybody, knows what the Home Depot is all about. You say the name Home Depot, you automatically see orange. Climb that corporate ladder and you're solid for life with the Home Depot. What I enjoyed about the Home Depot is there is an opportunity there for you to climb that corporate ladder. As I established myself in the company, I was grateful to have my job. I was grateful to move within the organization and then end up in my final position, which was the pro team, the pro department. When I first joined the pro team, it was at the very beginnings of what is now a huge part of the organization. The pro part of Home Depot is bringing in boku bucks. Boku bucks. How do I know? Because we sit in on these meetings. We see the reports. We hear the talks. We zoom into the town halls. We know what's going on, or what they lead us to believe is going on. I enjoyed feeling protected, somewhat elite, being a part of the Home Depot. When it's time to do some things, this company is already 10 steps ahead of the game. 10 steps ahead of the game. During my work from home time, these last years, since the pandemic to now, if there was an issue with my computer, if there was an issue with my time, if something was happening in my home and I had to be off the phone really quick, the Home Depot showed up, taking care of their people. Of course, I have my little quirks and qualms and issues about how maybe day-to-day operations work, or a particular manager that might be a straight jerk, or there's some unfairness that's just happening. Just regular stuff. That's the little stuff. The big stuff, I've never had a problem with. So I'm not making these videos because I'm bitter or angry. I made a hell of a lot of money with this company, and I was able to do a hell of a lot of things because of this company and the opportunities. The issue I'm having is that I clock in as I normally would, with my hot cup of coffee, and I prepare to do my job. I take my calls, I answer some concerns, I communicate with management. I do my job. I was on a call. Little did I know that particular call would be my last call. But as I was on that call, I realized that I was getting a notification that there was a Teams meeting that I needed to attend. And the little notification was persistent. Like, it came up and I'm like, okay, oh shoot, I got a meeting. Okay, great, after this call. And so as I'm closing out the call, I'm finishing up, it's persistent, it's popping up again. I'm like, okay. And then I look and I'm like, there's only like just a few people in this meeting. What's this about? So my spidey senses already start to tingle. Like, and then when I'm finally done with my call and I get into the meeting, what I'm hearing is, at the end of today, your position is terminated. It was just so strategic, so calculated. I've heard of these things. I have heard the horror stories of being called into HR and, a whole department is laid off, or, various things. I've heard the horror stories. But to be a character in the horror story did not feel good. When I finally did get my supervisor on the phone, who was weeping, because not only did they cut off the agents in my department, the coordinators, they cut the managers as well as the supervisors. The department was wiped away. What troubled us the most as we spoke amongst ourselves as a team, our final little huddle together, was every week we're meeting and we're being told the numbers, and we're being told how many millions of dollars we brought in this particular week, how great we're doing, how much we are expanding, how much they are dependent on us showing up every day, how Pro is built on the backs of the Pro coordinators, how they are here for us, how we are a family. How? Then why? Then why did this happen? And I mean, the obvious answer is, this is their corporation. This is their organization. I am literally just a worker bee, right? That's not a surprise to me. Taking care of our people is the Home Depot way, or so they say. Taking care of our people, what that means is, while you are our people, while you get to wear our apron, while you have the privilege of sitting at our table, we'll take care of you while you are our people. We'll make sure you're good while you are our people. But the moment that we decide that you are no longer our people, we'll make sure you know that. We'll make sure you feel that. I wanted to share my thoughts on the matter. I know some people will take the blow and just kind of, mosey on to their next chapter in life. I just kind of wanted to close the chapter, finish the chapter. I don't like how they did that, but it doesn't matter what I like. I feel, although it was not technically unethical, because this is their company, and even in releasing us, they made sure that we were okay by, I want to say, 10 a.m. the next day. It wasn't even 24 hours. I thought they said a couple days you'd get something in the mail. No, I got something in the mail less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. I got my walking papers. I got the instructions, the details, what to do, who to call, blah, 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 blah. Less than 24 hours after they dropped that bomb on my department. As I've had more opportunity and time now to think about it, today's the 30th, right? So this is the second full day, the beginning of the second full day that I am no longer an employee of the Home Depot. This is something that I have wanted for a very, very, very long time, in a sense. I've been working since I've been 16 years old. I mean, in that time frame from 16 to now, I've taken possibly 2 years in total off in my whole working experience. Juggling a lot for a very long time. And I've hated this corporate job. I've hated this corporate job. I've not enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the benefits. I definitely love getting a paycheck, of course. But day to day, I am that person that struggles throughout my entire day with not wanting to be there. I also homeschool my son, my 7-year-old, and I was juggling homeschooling while working. I was giving him a little bit and giving them a little bit, not able to really dive into either during those homeschool hours the way I needed to. So I can now be present, more present for my child and my family in just a greater degree, which I've wanted to do for a very long time. I've always worked and I've always appreciated working. However, work and job, work and job, can sometimes be two very, very different things. To be here as a mom, present for my family the way I need to be present for my family, and to heal certain broken parts of myself, and to truly walk in purpose and not just get up every day and roll into a role and play some part. This may actually be an opportunity. And so that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as if my very thoughts, my very words, and my very prayers made this happen, because the universe is listening. I remember it being 2-something in the morning, the night of the 27th, right? Or this is actually the 28th, actually, because I was up all night. I was working on a creative project and I was editing some writing. And I remember thinking to myself as I climbed into bed sometime after 2 a.m., like, damn, if there was just a way to do my work and do me during daylight hours. Like, there's gotta be a way. I literally said these words to myself as I brushed my teeth and got ready to climb into bed. These are my last thoughts before I woke up, only to find out that I was losing my job and I was getting exactly what it was that I told the universe in thought, deed, and words. I told the universe exactly what I needed, and she delivered. So I can't be mad. I really and truly at the end of the day cannot be mad. I'm gonna take this opportunity and take this time that I've been granted, that I essentially commanded for myself, and utilize it to the best of my ability. I chose this. In closing, I still feel the Home Depot was wrong. And just remember, we do not own these companies. Your seat is not sure. Your time in said organization may be temporary. Take full advantage of what you can while you're there. Build yourself up. But don't get stuck, and do not get too comfortable. And on that note, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace and love.